Alrighty. Welcome back to Breath of Fire 4 and the soothing sounds of the ocean. The ocean. Although it's really quiet, but either way. I'm probably going to be interrupted at some point during this to sign for a massive delivery of ceiling mount speakers for a different house, but for the time being, it's something ridiculous, like, I think it's like 30 or 32 or something like that, ceiling mount speakers. I don't know what size they are, but it's a lot of speakers. They're not mine. I can't afford that many speakers. But either way, in order to continue with the story, we need to rest here, so we may as well go ahead and do that. And then we can continue. We've been on the tidal flats for like... Technically we still are on the tidal flats, but we've been here for like, I don't know, an hour of gameplay, maybe a little bit more. I don't remember exactly when this started. Should we not be leaving already? Indeed. Do I need to go that way, or where is everyone else? Oh, hello. Okay. So I guess we're going this way, because the other side of the island is theoretically in this direction, I would imagine. I am no expert on islands, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the other side of an island is the other direction from where I just was. So, I'm going to use my intuition and go this way. To the mainland, finally! If chunks of this chapter are going to take that long, we're much further away from the end of the game than I thought we were, but I have no idea the actual, like, playtime from here to the end of the chapter, so I have no idea, like, if there's another really long chunk. Oh my lord, there's splits everywhere. What is this? What is Saldine? Where does this other direction go? Where did I come from? Let's go to Saldine. Is this where I came from? It looks like where I came from. So then what is this? Fishing? Read the sign. Fishhead Beach. Oh hi. How's it going, buddy? He kept swimming and swimming, and before he knew it, he ended up here. Now he has his own beach with his own music. I don't really admire you, I just really like your music. Sure. Is he a master? Teach you valor. What is valor? Who wants to learn valor? I don't know. Huge AP boost. You know who's probably suitable for this is Cray, because he has no wisdom anyway. A little bit of an agility boost, which is nice. Let's give it to Cray. Give him even more raw attack power per level. Okay, so we have Khan now. You've been in 300 fights. Okay. Learn to fight yourself as well as your enemy. Do. Fair enough. I'm gonna get in that many battles at some point anyway, I imagine, so. I like him. He's one of those masters that passively does their thing, so. I guess we're going south, because it's theoretically the only other direction. I assume the other direction leads back to that other village we came from with the weird things, the weird mop heads, whatever those were. I don't remember what the heck they were called. Also, The software I'm using to record this has been updated, so hopefully nothing too major has actually changed. I have no idea. It doesn't look like, from what I've tiny little tests and the monitoring that I'm doing right now, it doesn't look like it's too bad. Or, well, not that anything's changed, but the Injao runes. But for the time being, I have no idea, and hopefully it's not, you know, major volume changes. I am going to need to edit that out because I just sneezed and I couldn't mute the microphone in time, so... Hopefully I remember to edit that. If I don't, then I apologize to any and all eardrums that may or may not be involved in the listening of this video. This dude wants to sell me things, which is good, because I like, oh my god, this is better than what I just bought. Oh wow, that's really good. +5 to user's CP. What is CP? I don't know. That has crazy attack and weighs a little bit. Fire attack versus all. Same effect as Fire Blast, so it's like an upgraded version of that other weapon she had, or has. Resists ranged attacks. Well, we're definitely going to get armored vests for people, because that's just a straight up upgrade on all details here. What is Silver Mail? I don't remember. Either way, we're getting some armored vests, darn it. It's lighter than what we have, and it gives better armor than what we have. I think we might even give it to the mages. Even though it slows them down. His agility is awful, good lord. We only have 11,000 though, and I really want this, so let's just go ahead and grab that. Because that's an amazing thing. And I would really like some feather swords as well. Only was 4,000. Can I buy anything with 4,000? I don't know. Let's at least get him a feather sword, because that looks like it's good. Can I afford a crusher? You don't have enough. No. Can I afford him a flamethrower? No. Armored vest? Yes. Even if I give her an armored vest, that puts her at 101. That seems really high to me. And I don't like Blizzard Mail because it's heavy. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it to her. There we go. And I might actually have some stuff to sell. Not buy, sell. So let's do a quick check on that, see if I have anything. I'm not entirely sure. I still have all those stat boosting items too. Looks like it can be used to make armor, apparently, somehow. I need to do more fishing. Drill punch. Sell that because I don't need it. Sage's staff. I don't need that because I have a straight up better weapon than that now. We'll keep the manly clothes. We don't technically need that. And I don't think we're ever going to use that. And I have all of these items that I never really look at or use. Which I probably should, at some point, go through these and sell ones that I don't need. Like these glass dominoes that I'm probably never going to equip to anyone ever again. But either way, we've once again gotten some amazing equipment upgrades. I'm glad the game's throwing as much money as it is at me, because that's a lot of expenses. I don't need to rest, I just got here, I'm just talking to people. Rare and unique goods. So now everyone thinks they're a merchant. Okay. How do I leave? Or just leave the same way I came in? Because it seems like there's not really a whole lot going on here. Glad we visited that town though, because there was some sweet stuff there. Now we're at a river. The Sean River. Missing all of our things. That random encounter. Hello, friend. Lizard man. So I'm gonna have him hit the generator, which is a weird name for anything at all. And I'm gonna have... that's not the button I meant to hit. That's also, again, not the button I meant to hit. That delay where I can't do an action for a while. I'm gonna have these two do... is it fire wind or wind fire? I've forgotten. I need to stop taking these big breaks between recording. I think it's fire wind. So we'll have them do a combo, see what kind of damage we can get out. Oh. Oh. I don't like that. Still 860. Considering a defense plus 20, that doesn't seem too bad to me. I'm really curious what this Simoon hits for. 820. Not as much as I thought it was going to. That's moderately disappointing. Well, we'll just finish this guy off like this. I think he should have enough damage done to him that we can just do this. We're incredibly powerful. He took 55 damage. 55. That's trivial. I was about to ask what that did, but I found out what it did. It stops when it's released. Avoid the logs and move the gondola forward. You can jump onto a log by moving the gondola close to it. Okay. Is there a reason I want to... oh, there's a chest down there. Can I have a log to get to the chest? I assume I need a log. There's also another one up there. Not another chest, another gondola. Seriously, is there just not going to be anything here, or what? Okay, I'm moderately confused. Where am I going, exactly? I want that. How do I get that chest? There's another chest. How do I get all of these chests? Because this appears to be a means of leaving. I don't want to leave when there's chests around. What happens if I pull this, it brings it back, I assume, right? Yeah. How do I get over there? And I don't see any logs. Where are these supposed logs supposed to be at? Well, this quite clearly isn't the means of getting over there. That looks like it might just be a shortcut back. I don't see a means of actually getting to that, though. Unless I had some sort of log with which I could traverse the lands, but at the moment, I don't have that feature that it supposedly talked about. There's another one down there. Seriously though, it said avoid the logs, but there's no logs here. I'm getting gypped on my log count, apparently. My game messed up, or do the logs only show up in certain circumstances? I have no idea. Also, I'm still not quite sure what CP is. Unless it means AP and it was just like a mistranslation or something? Not sure. Either way, we're getting money again, so we could probably outfit everyone else with their upgraded gear at some point soon. But do I want to? How do I get that? Probably just go around. Because, like, if I go back to that town and upgrade everyone's gear, and then we get to the next town and there's another gear upgrade, I'm gonna wish I didn't do that, so... I'm also gonna wish I could remember the controls in any way, shape, or form. Titan boots! Don't mind if I do. They're probably really heavy, if I were to guess, considering the name. Plus 10 to wearer's attack. They don't weigh anything, but I have way less, well not way, but less defense. Puts him at 178. Which is absurd. You know what? Let's keep doing that. Let's keep stacking his attack to crazy high levels. I wish he was 178 plus 1. Plus 1 attacks, that would be great. But I don't have any plus 1 swords, and none of the plus 1 swords I seem to be capable of getting actually have very high attack stat. Do you have like a physical thing you could do? Also, someone mentioned these are based on they change with my HP, but the only one that says anything about HP is this one. It says changes with enemies' HP. So I'm not sure about that. Also mentioned that they're stronger after you meditate, and I kind of figured that myself. I had a suspicion that they were stronger after you meditated. I think I actually meditated and used a few at some point. But I don't quite remember, so... I'm hoping all of these combo, by the way. And that healed it. And then it became stronger, again. So it's somehow we've buffed it twice now, and physical attacks heal it? This is gonna be bad, isn't it? There's lightning, oh god. Oh god, it knows lightning. Urshan will assist though. Thank you, Urshan. I wish you had done that before they gave themselves that plus 20% boost, but maybe it's just weak to physical specials? I'm gonna see if it's weak to all physical. It knows Vitalize. Dear God. I don't like these creatures. Okay, just physical special then. Although, that wasn't technically physical, was it? That would be magical at that point. But whatever, you know what I mean. There we go. That was not the smoothest victory I've ever done, but for 3000 XP and 1600 Zeds, I'm all for that. Probably gonna need to heal at some point, though. I'm also gonna start needing to buy, where the heck are we? Can we go this way? I'm gonna start needing to buy vitamins. Oh, here's a log. It's gonna be a forward one. Wait for the log again. See, I don't even know if I need to use that log for anything. I don't know if there's treasure down that way. Can I have my log back, or is that log just gone? I only get one log. Do I seriously only get one log? There's a log. What do we do with this, though? I can get over here. Okay. I found some Aurum! And that'll let me jump to there, but where the heck am I and where am I going? There's that chest down there, but I think that chest requires that first log that appears to have just vanished in some inexplicable direction. We have magic logs in this forest. Isn't this where I came from? I swear this is the direction I came from. If I'm going backwards, I'm gonna be very sad. Also, if this doesn't kill those things, I'm going to be very sad. There we go. I hope it kills both of them, but... this freaking lizard man over here is not very weak to Simoon, apparently. Presumably because it has a wind element attached to itself. Which I suppose makes sense. Well, not really, it's a lizard. I'm not sure how that's attached to wind, but you know what I mean. Great victory! Still takes so long to level. There's a tree here. Can I slice this tree? No. I wish I could slice that tree. This is, in fact, where I came from, because now we're just back on the world map. How the heck did I do that? Use the thing. Oh, for God's sake. Sometimes I oh so desperately hate grid-based systems like this that are offset. It's alright if it's grid-based and not offset, where up is up and down is down, but there is no up and down here because you can't move freaking diagonally. At least not very well. I want to kill all of them, but I don't think we have anyone powerful enough to actually finish them off with magic, like AoE. We'll try, but I don't think that's true. Also, he's really slow, so... Ow. Yeah, we're gonna need to heal them after this. Hey, we do have someone powerful enough. They're just really slow. I wish Cray wasn't so slow. I guess I could give him a master that boosts his agility. Please don't cut that down. Be very sad. But, you know, I honestly kind of would rather just boost his raw attack power and go a little bit crazy on that. But then we already have Ryu for that, so I don't know. So that's obviously not what I'm supposed to be doing, so I guess it just loops you back around if you grab those chests. I want that chest though. So we're gonna have to do this whole freaking route a third time, unless I screw it up, and then we're gonna have to do it many more times than that, but that's a bit silly. There really should be some way to get from those chests back to the way you came from, because the moment, there's a lot of these encounters, and I really don't want to do these encounters right now. I just want to make progress in the story. I'm much more concerned with the story than the actual gameplay at the moment. Not too fussed about the gameplay, really. And if I need to grind some levels, I'll do it on my own. But there's a log here. It's holding the wrong button. Okay. Button, please. I found an Earth Ward. Sadly, the only means of getting back... Why did I do that? It's already here. The only means that I'm aware of getting back is to go over here, back to the very start of this area. That's a terrible design. At least you can't get random encounters on these platforms, so it dramatically lowers the chance of getting a random encounter. It's not zero, mind you, but it's way lower than if we just had to walk the whole way. Also, I really hate these lizard men. At least we're able to flee relatively consistently now for some reason. We were last set as well. Seems way higher chance of properly escaping battle than previous sets. If that made any remote sense at all. I hope it did, but I don't know. No, not that way. You tired of this river yet? Because I am. Thankfully, though, we should be done in a moment here, anyway. Unless there's another part of this river, which would be kind of annoying. There might be, though. There's a mushroom there, and I don't know anything about this mushroom. It's a Sporion, which sounds like some sort of evolution of Vaporeon. Vaporeon, however that's pronounced. Is it Vaporeon? No, it's Eevee. Vaporeon is the evolution of Eevee. I forgot my Pokemons! So it turns out the mushroom is not weak to fire, which is a bit surprising considering it's a freaking mushroom. But whatever. I imagine these dongles... No, I was gonna say I thought they were gonna spend their turn doing that shield buff. Which they're very fond of. That seems like a thing I would like to know. I wonder if it's possible to learn that. Probably not possible to learn Vitalize. That's probably a thing she'll just learn on her own. Eventually, at some point. Nice. Oh, lordy. I should probably swap her out for someone like Sias. Because she's already relatively high level, but I don't really know who's going to be my, like, final boss group or whatever. Go ahead and wait a little bit. There we go. Thought there was another log. There might be a third log, I don't know. We'll go a little bit cautiously here just to be safe. Go! Overdrive. Burn thrusters, I don't know. Assume we go that way. I thought we would have to walk slightly more than one step in that direction, no? Hey, progress! We're going to Chiquia. Where are we on this map? We're way over here. By the way, these little red dots are places that I went to after I got whatever it was called. Return? I forgot what the spell's called. The thing that lets you teleport back to places you've been. What's that? It must be where the dragon is that I actually never went and talked to. I'm also missing this for some reason. Not sure why, but either way, we've gone a long way from where we originally were. I suppose that would make sense considering we're how many hours into this game now? You're an inn. Hello. You have the fresh fish? We are at the Manilo shop. I do not have the fish you desire, but what do you sell? Ranged instant kill. Strong versus flies, power 0, weight... No, power 2, weight 0. These are weird weapons this dude's got. +1 hits, good power, can stun the enemy. Ooh. That's pretty good. Blessed armor, I don't know what that means, but having the same effect as barrier is pretty good. And I have a bunch of Aurum that I'm not using because I'm a dingle-dongle. What about you? I want to use this shop. And this dude sells... almost the same stuff as the other shop, but not quite. He sells magma armor instead of blizzard armor. What about you? Hello. You are items. You sell vitamins. I have 6 of those, so we're gonna buy a whole bunch of them. We're gonna buy 34 of them. It's at 40, that's a whole lot of HP that we can regen, or not regen, but restore. Chiqua. You look like a... No, I was gonna say you look like a cat, but then it showed that portrait and you do not look like a cat. I am wishing to go to capital, yes. I am knowing way. This translation. I realize it's done like this on purpose, but you know what I mean. You bring me item, my business done. You bring me item. Oh. Oops. In Kashka village there are ruins, many rumors of treasure hidden inside. Kashka pottery? Fish. Three of any of those. I assume not mixed. Oh, well, never mind. I don't really want to fish right now, so we'll do Kashka pottery. I guess. What does this guy say? Because he's on a boat. He looks suspicious. Okay. Never mind, we're just gonna go to Kashka. Because why not? Seems reasonable to me, I suppose. Don't want random encounters game. I desire pottery. Who was it that made pottery? Was it you? Apparently there's some ruins. You sound just like my husband. Oh. Okay. We don't get many visitors, to cost you. I didn't mean to click diary, I actually meant never mind, but thank you for the offer. Where to get pottery made? There's very few people here, you think I'd much more quickly find it. What about you? What do you mean I didn't have enough money? I got lots of money. Do you want to buy one? Yes. I'll make you a jar. It'll take some time though, come back later. Okay. I'm going to do a traditional RPG check and see if just leaving the room counts as sometime later. The answer is no. The game is actually running on a clock, apparently. Well, I guess, since we have to wait anyway, and someone just told us about the Inzhao ruins, we may as well go ahead and investigate that little area while he makes us a pot. And then we'll go back and check on our pot when we're done here. Hello. Actually, before we go in there, because it's been a long time since I've made camp, I believe. Let's go ahead and set up camp, and the reason I want to do this is I want to go check on my fairies. Because I haven't checked on them in a while, and I'll make sure they're still alive for the most part. I'm not paying very much attention to the fairies, I'm just periodically checking on them between the sets. So, whoops, I just went in one of the buildings on accident. This is what my fairy village is like so far. It's got fairies and stuff, and they're all like being fairy-like and things. And I put a seed in this tree. Shaking the tree will make them fall. I presume I actually need Urshan for that. That was the wrong button. One of these days I'll remember the controls. Normal. I never really use Cray that much, so I don't care if I swap him out. Berries! Add a fertilizer. It's like an item to use. There's probably specific items that I should use here. I don't know. For now, actually, we'll just leave that alone and just talk to... That is, I apologize, madam. Just headbutted you and stole 5 zenny off of one of my fairies. Let's see. We got level 6 weapons, doing pretty good. Let's get, I don't remember how these bars work. I've looked it up multiple times. That's a good fairy. But I literally do not remember how these work. I think people with high SL should be operating shops. Or is it KN? It's high KN that operates shops. So I'm gonna put a second fairy there. I'm gonna put you on hunting duty, and you can be on something. I don't know. I could put you in another building, but I don't know what I need buildings for at this point. I could get an inn, but do I need an inn? I can just rest in the tent. Who's a job? Oh. God dang it. I forgot you have to actually set it to something before we can put someone in there. I could do music. Listen to game music, sure. Oops. I think we have enough people doing food that we don't need to worry too much. We have 4 people hunting, 2 people farming. That's 6 out of 14? It's actually... I don't remember exactly how many. I think that's enough. That's slightly less than half. So we have 78 out of 100 books. We have many books. Let's explore our town. Maybe this video, the end of this video will be just us exploring the town before we go to the ruins. Listen to music? Sure. I appear to only have 1 song at the moment. Fair enough. My desk creaked. Well done, desk. Alright, enough of that. Let's move on, shall we? We can listen to music there if I so desire, but I do not desire right now. What I do want to check is that weapon shop, which is now level 6. It would be higher, but I built a weapon shop earlier and then moved it to here, so I went to level 5 and then had to reset to level 1. So it would probably be much higher than it currently is, but I want to go ahead and check it out just to see what they've got. Plus 20 to Ware's agility. Plus 20 to Ware's wisdom. Might be good to actually get one of those. Plus 5 to wisdom. We lose some defense though. Plus 20 to dodge. That's pretty good. See, they've already got pretty good items. I believe it goes all the way up to level 10. I think? So by the time that's actually done, they're gonna have some pretty sweet items in there. May as well go ahead and check the shop next door as well. So they're just... oh, they're selling wisdom seeds? Oh no, never mind, I thought that was something else. I thought that was the item that gave you plus 1 wisdom. I was about to say that's a bit silly. I believe they level up faster if you put more fairies in them. So theoretically I could just stack the weapon shop with a bunch of fairies, but... god dang it. I don't think I'm that much of a hurry to get that thing leveled up, considering we're not even done with chapter 3 yet. I almost said disc 3. I'm just too used to PS1 games being on discs rather than just one disc split into chapters like this. I'm just not used to it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, where we will theoretically go through the ruins of whatever that place was whose name I've actually already forgotten. So see you then.